It's Friday, Feedback Friday, the feedbackiest day of the week. Ha! Hey guys. Sing the Feedback Friday song. Here's Momo and Binky. Yeah, trying very hard to ignore the camera. But yes, I'm shooting this on my camera phone because of various technical reasons. Not the least of which are, you see my eyes? They're like all cracked out again. They look like super green because they're bloodshot. We had Momo at the vet today. And he needed his shots from back in the spring, yes, Momo, because he had this persistent respiratory infection during the spring. And it took so long to clear up that he just got his shots now, but he was not a happy boy. So there was some time spent with Momo today instead of shooting Feedback Friday because Momo was very out of sorts. He was panting in the car and everything like that, right, Momo? You weren't a happy boy. No, you weren't. No. Binky's doing better, though. Binky's cancer treatments are going well. There's Bink, right? Yeah. All good. But that's not what we're talking about today on Feedback Friday. There's a bunch of things to address, but I'm going to try it quickly because my arm's going to get tired. But the first one is thank you so much for the real outpouring of support on the Objectification video. Every time I put one of these out, it's like, this is going to be the one where everything goes the way people say it must on the internet. What is back there? Oh, it's Loki's hula costume. That is not, that should not be there. Yeah, every time I do something, I wait for, the thing that people says is inevitable. You know, it's just going to go to crap and it's going to get trolled and they're just not going to go. And okay, you get some idiots, but it's when you do a video on a topic related to feminism and you get, you know, I think it's up to like 6,000 views or something like that already. And you get like over 90% positive feedback, like in the like or dislikes thing. That can't complain about that, right? Just can't. No complaints. That's a win, no matter how you slice it. And so I'm humbled by that. I'm really glad it's working. It almost makes me a bit sad that the thing that has been missing, it seems, based on sort of feedback from the video, is the thing that it's been missing is, first of all, an insider perspective that, hey, I'm a gamer, you know, I love this stuff too. There's just some things we should be aware of, but also explaining a concept before you start citing examples of the concept. So it seems like a lot of people before this, as I suspected, had heard the term objectification, but had never actually been told what it actually means and doesn't mean. And I'm glad I was right about that because I was able to do something good. But that is so simple in terms of laying out a, you know, foundational work, laying out the groundwork for a discussion. Information is so critical. And unfortunately, in this soundbite kind of age, people miss that step because, you know, everything has to be soundbite. Everything has to be, you know, that 7-minute YouTube thing or less. And we don't do that on this channel, which means it's going to grow slower than most. I don't go for the sensational stuff, which means, yeah, the traffic builds slower and I don't get as many hits as some other people, but the quality of the discussion is really good. Now, that being said, there was some stuff in response to the Black Lives Matter Pride video that we need to remind people what the limits here for conversations are. Contrary to what some people think, I do not go through and take out comments, hardly ever. I won't say I never do it, but it takes a lot for me to get rid of a comment. Now, for people who don't know, if you post a link in a comment, YouTube is probably going to flag it as spam. And I can't always get to that and test the links. So if you put a link in it, don't expect your comment to appear. That's just a YouTube thing. And if you comment too many times too quickly, YouTube flags it as spam. And some guy got very, very upset with me this week, insisting I scrub my comments, and his was proof because his comment wasn't showing up. And I went in and I looked for it, and it was in spam because he'd hit the button multiple times and it posted multiple times. And like, it's to prevent bots. But of course, at that point, unfortunately, once someone has gotten to the point where they're all whipped up and their feelings are hurt, it's very hard to unconvince them that they have a grievance. And this led to some comments regarding Black Lives Matter that crossed a line, and I want to talk about why. Now, some commenters jumped in and said it for me, so I'm not going to belabor that point. But in general, disagreeing with someone or a group is fine. Demeaning them or saying that they don't deserve to exist, that is not my way. That is not the way we do this here. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a very good reason for that. I started doing YouTube because gamers were saying, and I am one myself, that the mainstream media was demonizing gamers, and, the whole, it was before this, but the whole gamers are over sort of thing. And a lot of people felt like there was a direct attack on their identity, that people were trying to erase them, and they got understandably upset. Now, in order to be consistent, I'm not going to say it's not okay to say, gamers should be expunged from existence, or the gamer identity should be removed from existence. I'm not saying that, and then I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, but it's okay to say that about somebody else. No, we don't do that. We live in a free and open society with a free exchange of ideas, and we have to protect those freedoms. Right, Momo? Right. And the thing we can all do to do that is allow someone to disagree. As long as they're not getting up in your face and causing trouble directly for you, you have absolutely the right to express that you do not find behavior appropriate. But simple membership in a group that, I gotta be careful here because people always go absurd. It's like, what about the KKK? No, we're not talking about that because the KKK murdered people. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about terrorist groups. I'm talking about groups that are peaceful, but you may consider them annoying. Okay? Somebody disrupting a parade or someone disrupting a speech, that is annoying. It is uncivil, but that is precisely why they call it civil disobedience. So, disagreeing with them, saying why they're wrong, awesome. Saying they don't deserve to exist, you're not going to get my support on that one. And again, I leave the comments up, which is why it's so funny that someone accused me of scrubbing the comments because my comments are too civil. Like, that's really sad. That's really sad, and I kind of understand that it's not normal on YouTube, but the reason these things baffle me is because I read as many comments as I can, but I can't read them all because I don't have the time. I'm doing way too much. And eyes thing. And so the fact that someone would think that in the middle of dealing with an eye issue that prevents me from sitting in front of the screen for long enough to actually properly cut videos, that I would be going through and deleting comments I don't like. Doesn't make any sense. But other things, people say I should do more movie reviews. I like the Tarzan thing. Awesome. I will keep that in mind. I do not go out and see every movie the first weekend it's out because I play video games. And so I sit at home on weekends a lot of time doing the gaming thing. But so if there is a movie coming up that you would like me to view, let me know, please, in advance so that I can go see it earlier rather than later. Won't always happen. I mean, God, I just saw Zootopia. It was awesome. Zootopia was amazing, right, Momo? Right. But you'll see I got the YouTube comments up here. I was reading it before I started. But yeah, this is going to be interesting, moving into movies. Because Uncharted thing for me, I feel comfortable talking about games. Movies, I'm going to have to sort of find my niche. But I will try it, because I do listen to what you guys say you want. I've been trying out this quirky little indie game called Urban Pirate. I'm not sure if I'm going to do content on it, because content tends to not do so well, and I've had a pretty good track record so far. But I do want to mention, if you want to check it out, it shouldn't be a kind of game I like, but I'm kind of hooked on it in a way I didn't expect. So just to let you know, a game you may not encounter. Maybe I will do some gameplay. We'll talking about something else. Right? Right, Momo? Hey, Momo had a bad day. Didn't you? Today was hard for Momos. Wasn't it, Momos? Momo's like, get that camera out of my face, lady. Right? Right. All right, guys. Happy weekend. Sorry about the quality of this video again. It couldn't be helped. I am recording this. Actually, it probably already is Friday. Almost. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Another hour to go. It's been a very long week. So I apologize, and I apologize for the lack of content yesterday. I'm trying to do the best I can with what I have, but man, summer is just like that, isn't it? Summer is just like all the things. All of a sudden, every person you know is like, let's have a meeting. I should show you what this weird dog costume is now that I pointed it out. I don't know why we got this for Loki, but here's the little top. Oh, Momo's going to play with it. Look, Momo's moving. Yeah, this is mainly what it's for. Is to play Momo, for Momo to play now. There we go. There we go, right? Right, Momo? Right. Momo, the vet has said Momo needs to lose some weight, so we're trying to exercise him. Right, Momo? Get it. Get it. Pounce. You guys can see Momo moves. There we go. For very brief periods. But there he goes. Momo's moving. Oh. Well, that was embarrassing. So that's that part. Right, here I am again. And this is the grass skirt. If you would like to see Loki in his hula costume, please let me know. Oh, well, oh, Momo likes the grassy noise, eh? Let's see what happens here. She's looking at it like it's stupid. Good catting, Momo. Good boy. Okay, guys. Have a good weekend.